Hello and welcome to a ripoff of Atop the Fourth Wall, where bad comics burn. Welcome to Spiderbyte64. Yeah, just with that little ripoff thing, I am going to try something a little different. You see, I have done the redesigns, which is something different that I normally do. You see, I like trying out some different things to see what sticks and what's not. You see, I actually have a huge plan for my subscriber count. You see, if I get over 500 subscribers, I will do a review of the Buzz Lightyear of Star Command movie. However, if I get 1 million subscribers, I'm going to review the Toy Story musical. I said I could never review it because of copyright issues, but I believe if I have the more subscribers, I can be able to get away with this. It just feels like more like a million subscriber feel to it. But in the meantime, I don't have anything planned for the 100 subscribers, so if you guys have any suggestions of what I could do, place in the comments so that I could take a look at that. And I am kind of experimenting on the idea of doing a thought. This would be its own separate thing from the show. A separate thoughts when you go how do fish get a taste for worms? Interesting thoughts, you never really think about, but you do. But instead, we're going to look at a comic book. I'm going to be honest with you, I never really did a comic book review, so this is the very first. And I needed some good examples. And while being friends with Comic Crash, I think that kind of helps that out. And then I'm also heavily inspired by Linkara's Atop the Fourth Wall. Hence that little rib-off thing I said. Well, I've decided that I'm going to take a look at one of my favorite musicals, and also one of my favorite Halloween movies, Little Shop of Horrors. But instead, we're going to be looking at the comic book adaptation. And yeah, this is surprising, there's a comic book adaptation, but it was officially done by DC, which is actually kind of funny. So, yeah, it's actually surprising. And Little Shop of Horrors is a very popular musical, but started out in the 1960s as a film that stars our young Jack Nicholson. Yes, that's true, look it up. Then there's then it spawned into a musical, where the music was written by Alan Menken. Yep, that Alan Menken that does a lot of the great Disney music. So it's pretty amazing. Even though I don't own an actual copy of the comic, I will be reading it off on my iPad. And it wasn't easy to find these, so hopefully this goes out very well. So let's begin this review. So let's begin Little Shop of Horrors, the official comic adaptation of the film. We open up with the cover, and it doesn't look too bad as they just are in fear and terror of the plant. The history of the DC Universe is must reading. I think that's a typo.
Oh, by the way, I don't think that looks like Steve Martin. He has long orange hair. But we begin our story with this. On the 23rd day of September, I wish it was October because that would fit with Halloween, in an early year of a decade not too long before our own, the human race suddenly encountered a deadly threat to its very existence.
So, before I can continue on, I want to talk about one more thing. I do forgive me if I will end up doing all the voices, that they don't always sound right, and how they can get mixed up. I apologize. I'm just trying to do a video, so thank you. All right, back to the story.
This terrifying enemy surfaced, as such enemies often do, in the seemingly most innocent and unlikely of places.
A Burger King. No, seriously, I do not like Burger King. I personally prefer McDonald's.
Little shop of horror. But yeah, the title for it looks good, and it's pretty interesting. So let's turn the page and see what we open up with. We truly open up with Mr. Mushnik yelling out, "Seymour! Seymour, is that you down there in the basement?" "Yes, Mr. Mushnik. Oh no!" And we see that our hero, Seymour, is going to fall down. Pretty, And, yeah, the artwork's not really helping him out. I'm just going to say that much. Let's save him. Turn the page. "Seymour, what's going on down there?" Very little middle, Mr. Mushnik. Till Tuesday and at his free conference today. Okay, so I guess this is the scene where we see him like trying to clean up everything. President Kennedy field questions concerning last Thursday's total eclipse of the sun. What? An unpredicted, unprecise astrological phenomenon which has baffled the nation. Audrey. My. Good view. You can look up her skirt. Pervert. Yeah, we get introduced to the lady of the story, Audrey. And how does Mr. Mushnik treat her? So, she finally decides to come to work. Good morning, Mr. Mushnik. What morning? It's almost closing time. Not that we had a customer. Oh my gosh. Yeah, also, I'm gonna do a Harley Quinn voice for Audrey because, well, with her relationship with this guy, with Oren, I think it seems fair. But let's turn the page to continue. Anytime now. There we go. Shh! What in the name of God is going on down there? Audrey, you better go see what he's... Audrey, where'd you get that shiner? Shiner?
Okay, I had this thought, like, all this time when I was watching the movie, I was like, where'd you get that China? China? But it was really just their thick accents.
Audrey, is that greasy boyfriend of yours? He's beating you up again. It looks like... I know it's none of my business, but I'm beginning to think he's not such a nice boy. Oh, really? When did you tell? You don't mean nice boys when you live here on Skid Row, Mr. Mushnik. I got these pots unloaded for you, Mr. Mushnik. When you... Huh? And he falls.
Our hero, everyone.
Seymour, look what you done to the inventory. Don't yell at Seymour, Mr. Mushnik. Oh, hi, Audrey. You look radiant today. Is that new eye makeup? Our hero, everyone. I'll help him clean up before any customers come. God, look, God, what an existence I've got. Misfit employees, bums on the sidewalk, life is lousy, my life is a living hell. And not even a single customer. That's it? Alright, that's it. Don't bother coming tomorrow. You mean, you can't mean. Why? What do you mean? What do you mean? I mean, I'm closed, forget it, kaput, extinct. You can't. Let's find out. I'm closing this guard and for customer for second place. Mr. Mushnik, forgive me for saying so, but has it ever occurred to you that maybe what the firm needs is to move a new direction?
A firm? It's a flower shop. It's not a lawyer office. A lawyer office is called a firm. I'm probably wrong. I don't know. Comment down below. And the reason I say so much about commenting, I really like talking to people. I just really want to talk to people.
What Seema's trying to say is, Seema, why don't you go run downstairs and bring that strange and interesting new plant you've been working on?
Okay, Audrey.
You see, Mr. Mushnik, some of those weird and exotic plants that Seema's been tinkering around with are really unusual, and we're both thinking that maybe some of those strange and interesting plants properly displayed and attract would attract businesses.
Oh, and by the way, like I said, this artwork is okay, but yeesh, look at Audrey. She really was beaten. I'll give it an applause for detail. I'm afraid it's feeling not very well today.
There, no, it's not bizarre. Isn't that bizarre?
At least, what kind of a weirdo plant is that, Seymour? I don't know. It looks like some kind of fly trap, but I haven't been able to find it in any of my books. So I gave it my own name. I called it Audrey II. Audrey II.
After me?
I hope you don't mind.
Our hero, everyone.
Let's turn the page. You see, sir, if you put a strange and interesting plant like this here in the window, maybe what? Do you have any idea how ridiculous you sound? Just because you put a strange and interesting plant on the window. People don't suddenly...
I don't know. You put something interesting up on the window, people will come. No, that's good advertisement. You see something weird and you go like, oh, this is weird. You know what, let's go check it out anyway. While I'm here, and I'm totally correct, aren't I?
Excuse me, I couldn't help noticing that strange and interesting plant. Huh? What is it? I've never seen anything like it before.
It's an Audrey II.
No one has. Where'd you get it? Well, remember that eclipse from the sun a few weeks ago? Dadu. I was walking in the wholesale flowers district that day. Shoot, dadu. And I passed by this place where this old Chinese man, Jing dadu, sometimes sells me weird and exotic cuttings. Da 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 do. Cause he knows that you see that strange plants are my hobby. Whoopsie-doo. Oops, to continue I need to turn the page. Oopsie-doo. He didn't have anything usual there that day. Good for you. So I was about to, walk on by. Habba-doo. When suddenly, without warning, there was this total eclipse of the sun. It got very dark. Oh yeah, it's the eclipse. And when the light came back, this weird plant was just sitting there. Just stuck in, among the zinnias. Audrey II. I could have sworn it hadn't been there before, but the old Chinese man sold it to me anyway for $1.95. Sha-da-da-da-da-da-doo-doo-doo-doo. And this is just my own personal opinion, but ooh boy.
Ooh, boy.
Oh well, while I'm here, I might as well take $50 worth of roses while I'm here. $50? Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Can you bring 100? 100? No. Then I guess I'll just have to buy twice as many, won't I? Twice as many? Oh, was that supposed to... Wasn't that Mushnik who said that? Twice as many? That plant in the window is simply amazing. That plant in the window, where'd you get it? Look, there it is, Marge. Oh my gosh, it's spectacular. And before long, thank you, come again. Thank you, come again. You know where to find us. Come and look at the weird plant some more. It's just going to get bigger and more interesting.
Wasn't that plant just amazing? Amazing, yes, and strange. Yes, strange, but also fascinating.
Wow, people were just bored out of their minds. It's good to see that Mr. Mushnik's happy that he's getting business again. Oh, very good for him. Well, don't just stand there. Quick. Put that back. What do you call it? Audrey II. Put that Audrey II back in the window. Wherever pass by, you can see it. Good for Mr. Mushnik. And now we see that, well, realizing that those ads really do help out. I don't know if it's just me, but is it, or does it look like that Mr. Mushnik kind of reminds me, is like, kind of like designed to look like George Wilson from Dennis the Menace. Not the comics, but the movie. I mean, I can see the resemblance. I don't know. My God, I never believed it. My children, I'm taking us out to dinner.
Oh, I like you, Mr. Mushnik, but I have a date.
With the same good no-nick? Well, yeah, that's how relationships work. I'm telling you, Audrey, you should stay away from that boy. And of course she doesn't. Are we still going out, sir? You're absolutely not going anywhere, Krell boy. You gotta take care of that sick plant. Well, the Audrey II is not a healthy girl. Strictly between us, neither is the Audrey I. You take care of that plant, okay? I know. Poor Seymour. All he wants is some nice hot food. And, yeah. So we turn the page. So work, Seymour. Nurse that plant back to health. I'm counting on you. I know. You do? I do. So, fix. Good night. Now, normally this is where the song and Grow For Me comes in, but like I said, there's no musical numbers in this, so they don't break out in song. So, yeah. So, presently in his little basement home, it's no use. I've tried everything I can think of to make you grow, and nothing seems to work.
Have you tried composting? That kind of helps out plants. All you need is cat poop, dog poop, and maybe human poop, if you're one of those painless hippies.
I've given you sunlight and plant food. I tried grow lights and mineral supplements. I experimented on every possible moisture level, from desert to mud. I've given you grow lights and mineral supplements. What do you want from me, blood? Yeah, I like about musicals is like you get to have fun with the song, even though they're not singing, you can still have that kind of fun. In spite of everything, you're still just barely alive. What on earth do you want from me? Blood? Don't tempt him, Seymour. I've seen it happen. Actually, what would happen if you give a plant blood? Would it actually eat blood? I'll find a Venus flytrap and see if that actually works. I want to see if you can actually do that. So as he's struggling, he just decides to pick up a rose. There used to be a grain tower alone on the sea. Well, I forgot to read the word dialogue, so I made that. So I had to do that. Dane roses, Dane thorns. Hey, that plant shell was casting by the grow light. It's moving. And realizing that the plant's sucking. But how? And the plant, oh boy, this artwork on the plant is, oh boy. As if, it nearly got my finger. I better apply, well, it's amazing. Now that my cut's covered up, the pot is closing again.
Why'd you cut to me? I don't know anything. Just keep going.
Could that be? I was right. It's opening wide again. No wonder ordinary plant food didn't work. The kind of nourishment this plant craves is blood. Yep. It sounds like a Twilight Zone episode, but mind you, it was the 60s in this timeline, so... Yeah. Oh well, I guess a few drops wouldn't do any harm, as long as you don't make a habit out of it or anything. Yeah. And then something happens to our plant. But what could happen, dear readers? Well, let us turn the page to see what Seymour has done by giving the blood to the plant. It's starting to shake and grow. It shines and it becomes bigger, better. Well, anyway, actually, well, before we can go on, here we're 1 week later. It is the radio station of W Skid Row. Just in a few minutes, we'll be bringing you a Wink Wilson's Weird World, just to talk about weird stuff. But yeah, it's taking that scene from the scene where you see these weird oddities of like people running their weird stuff for the radio show. Now the plant looks like he's going to try to eat the guy, but now in the movie it was a woman with a big butt. Anyway, here's Weird Wink, and he's bringing in the plant. Nope, we're not doing that funny sketch. So he talks about how, well, in the movie about, well, it's a weird new breed. I wish you folks would have seen this. Yes, that's why you should invent television. Well, actually they have. We'll be seeing that a lot later. But he talks about how, like, you remember a couple weeks ago about the total eclipse of the sun a couple weeks ago? And I'm starting to notice this. But his buck teeth are just really big. But yes, this is the interview portion, like at the end of the interview where Mushnik keeps listening to it while he counts up the money in his cash register. Audrey walks in, going,
Am I late? Did I miss it?
That's Mushnik's. Mushnik, open 6 days a week, 10 to 6. The address, you money, I forgot the address. Oh well, it's still good advertising.
Seema's first radio broadcast. I wanted to get so bad, but I tried to be on at time, but...
Don't tell me, you got tied up.
No, handcuffed.
Okay, this does actually happen in real life about abusive relationships, and it's pretty sad to know that we live in this type of world that does this. So, yeah, this is a thing. It's horrible, man. I've never been in a relationship, but I'll tell you this. I am the good guy. Like, I'm the guy who will talk. I'm the compassionate one. I'm the one that's filled with such hope. But I don't know why girls want to go for those guys who think that they're so better than everyone else. Going the brewskis, man, or the stupid crap. You know, that's a sad thing. I get associated with those PRICKS, and then they think I'm one of them, but no. I'm more of a good person. I grew up on a farm. Mama didn't raise an a-hole. And then there was the time of like people would like, oh, I'd rather go with him because he's good at sports. Oh no, they don't pick because they don't pick the guy who goes, oh, I know someone who really likes Disney and trivia. Nah, that guy is boring. Let's go with the guy who can do sports. And then he'll beat us because he didn't make it to the NFL or NHL or NBA because he's not talented enough. But yet he gets all the girls. And you wonder why I feel a little blue nowadays. And I wonder why I feel blue. No wonder why people feel blue when they get older.
Handcuffed Audrey. Handcuffed? Audrey, I don't know who this no good Nick is you're hanging out with, but he's interested in your health.
That's for sure, but I can't leave him.
Why not?
He'd get angry. Mr. J always gets angry. And imagine what he'd do if he got mad.
I give up. Moments later, as Audrey returns into her small apartment, directly across from the flower shop. Great place to live, actually.
I guess he was the greatest, but why am I dating a semi-sis?
And then we get on to the scene where we have the somewhere that's green segment. And you know what? My own personal opinion of that song. I love that song, but there's one big problem with it. It was ruined. Family Guy ruined it. I'm sorry, Family Guy, but you ruined the song for me. Now when I hear that song, that's all I can think about. So, I'm not happy with you, Family Guy. Anyway, days have been passed. Wow, that must have been a nice dream. People are still looking at the plant, wanting $200. Meanwhile, with Mr. Mushnik, yes, Miss Shiva! No, Mrs. Shiva! Right away, Mrs. Shiva! Seymour! Wilma! Huh? Seymour, did you get that? Send out that order from Miss Shiva? Oh no, I forgot. You forgot? Did you hear this? God, are you listening, customers? You forgot. Audrey, quick! We got an emergency arrangement.
Birthday, wedding, baby?
Funeral.
Hand me the lilies.
Mr. Mushnik's really mad. I keep forgetting things.
Sisters, you got a lot on your mind.
Mind? What mind? The Shivers are the most important funeral account. A big, enormous family. You know, this just occurred to me in this artwork. And look, I know I've been kind of ragging on the artwork, but Mr. Mushnik looks like he's been well fed for a very, very poor man. That's all I can say. I guess it's the money coming in, I guess you can eat up.
Ooh, boy.
And they're dropping off like flies.
Sometimes I think Mr. Mushnik's too hot on you.
Ooh, it's okay, after all, I own everything. He took me in out of those Skid Row home for boys when I was a little tyke. And then he gave me a loaf of bread, some water, and, well, clean up the place.
Glitter.
And you know, that's kind of nice to show that even though it does appreciate what Mr. Mushnik's done for him, it still shows that, well, he sees him as a father figure. Meanwhile, I still like to talk about that, because, you know, he does give him a warm place. He gives him good things to eat, like meat, loaf, and water, floors to sweep, and toys to clean, and glitter. I know that's Audrey. Whoops.
You know, I think you should raise your expectations, you know. Now that you're getting successful, I mean, it's clear you suffer from a low self-image, and it's high time you should get it fixed.
And, you know, it's kind of nice to see that Audrey and Seymour kind of talk to each other. Knowing that they both like each other, this does take a good time for them to, well, it's kind of nice to have a nice quiet moment where you see these two talking.
Go out and do something nice for yourself, like buying some new clothes.
I'm not a very good shopper, Audrey. I don't have good taste, like you.
Oh!
I don't know what she was happy about. Did she sit on something, or...
Well, I can help you pick out some things.
You could? You'd go shopping with me?
Yeah.
And, again, it's still some great dialogue here. Like, they really do care about each other. They at least talk with each other. And then, even though they work together, they still have some good chemistry. You'd be seen in a public place in a department store?
Sure.
Tonight?
Oh, I can't deny I got a date.
Again with this date. Someday. A date gives you a corsage, not a multiple fraction. I'm telling you, Audrey, he ain't a good, clean kind of boy.
He's a professional.
What kind of professional drives a motorcycle and wears a black leather jacket?
John Travolta?
Look, I know John Travolta rode in a car, not the motorcycle. That was the sequel. Yes, there was an actual sequel. Oh, by the way, you notice that this little bush has aspirin, Kleenex, and a bottle? That must be a very nice gift to be giving them. Something with the flowers. It's, interesting. How are we getting introduced to our demented dentist? Orange Scrivello. That's what kind. When I was a little kid, I used to get off doing really nasty things. And then one day, I found myself a bushy cat in Paris. And my mama said, "Oran, my boy, someday you make a proper life to your natural tendencies. You should be and decides that, well, he likes making people's lives living hell. He decides that he wants to be a dentist. People will pay you to be inhumane. Why, hello, Dr. Scrivello. How... Ooh. You know, we never see him have a receptionist, but in the movie it was a big fat lady. But here it's been changed to a, well, different person. And, yeah, I think you're gonna need, I think you'll be paying for medical bills. Ooh. I know my temperament's wrong for the priesthood, and as a teacher, I would have been a flop. But if I was a dentist, I'd be a total success. I don't know, I wouldn't... First off, I think you'd be wearing a hairnet. Because most dentists would wear hairnets or tie their hair up in a ponytail or bun because they wouldn't want that to happen. Don't be frightened. All I'm going to do is straighten out your braces. And you know what? You have to give them credit that you really you can always find passion in your job. Like, I find passion in my job. I help out a lot of people, and and I'm willing to do some volunteer work to help out with my company, with the company that I work for. So I can understand why he gets off so happy about his job. He gets to commit vain, and I get to help out others. Next page. So he decides to grab the gas and sniffs it, turning himself into the Joker, so I wasn't far off. Open wide, here I come! And then, hey, you on the motorcycle that night. Wait, I'm sorry, sir, but you can't go in there. Relax. Oh, boy. Here, you want some nitrous oxide? No, thank you. Suit yourself. Sir, we're close on. It's okay, Seema.
It's okay, Seema. It's my date. My boyfriend.
Huh. I'm not far off. You know, I maybe not be far off. He really is the Joker, and she's technically Harley Quinn. I mean, the red, white, even though with the leopard print. I can see Harley Quinn wear something totally like that, so I wouldn't pass it.
Seema, Orange Scrivello. That's Orange Scrivello DDS.
Hey, wait a minute. I know you. I saw you on the news. Give me a minute now. I'll even remember your name. It's Cedric. Stephen? Simon? Theodore? Seymour! Somebody talking to you?
Oh no, excuse me.
Excuse me, what? Oh, yikes. You know, when you live in a world that happens like this, it is scary.
Excuse me, doctor.
That's better. What? I know. You're the plant guy, right? Hey, it must be in there, huh? Oh, wow. Is that incredible? What do you call it? Audrey II. Cute name. Catchy. Yeah, this guy has jerkwad. I like to say the D word, but I think I'd get in trouble. Nice plant. Big.
Shall we leave now?
What?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, what?
I'm sorry, doctor. Doctor.
You gotta train him, understood? Listen, take my car. You ever need a root canal or anything? Just give me a buzz, you hear? You know, it's really sad that we live in a world where this still actually happens. And it's kind of sad. I'm serious, on the house. Okay, Audrey, you got the handcuffs? They're right in my bag.
They're right in my bag.
It's kind of nice that he's willing to give out a free root canal. I'll say that much. Oh, you seen the way she treats Dewey? She deserves a prince, not a sadistic creep. He's a disgrace to the dental profession. I don't know what's going on sometimes. Seems like the whole world's going crazy. But at least we got each other, right? I'm gonna turn in to Dewey. Sienna, huh? Oh no, I haven't got much left. But you see, the plant fell, and well, just give me a few days to heal, okay? Then we'll start again on the left hand and feed me, huh? I beg your pardon? Feed me. And then we're introduced to the plant man himself, Audrey II, who's screaming, "Feed me, Grillboy! I need some meat. More! What there? There isn't any more. What do you want to do? Slap my wrist? Oh boy. Maybe that's what he wants. That is what he wants. And this is just my own personal opinion again, but the artwork makes him look like he looks like one of the graboids from Tremors. He looks like the graboids from Tremors, just painted green with pink lips. Audrey II in the movie at least looked like a Venus flytrap. Actually looked like a real planet. This looks like a graboid just put in the dirt. And that's just like a plant mixed with a graboid. Anyway, look, I got an idea. Why don't I go to Magic to pick you up some nice chopped sirloin? Must be blood. Tui, that's disgusting. Must be fresh. I don't want to hear this. Feed me. Does it have to be human? Feed me. Does it have to be mine? Feed me. Where am I supposed to get it? Feed me, Seymour. Feed me all night long. Huh, so he does sing a little bit. Let's face it, Audrey II, you eat blood. How am I supposed to keep on feeding you, kill people? I'll make it worth your while. What? You think this is all coincidence, baby? The sun's success around here, the press coverage. Hey, look, you're a plant, an inanimate object. Yeah, you're talking to the plant, too. schmuck. If I can talk and I can move, who's to say I can't do anything I want? Like what? Like deliver, pal. Like see you get everything your secret, greasy, hot desires. I don't know. I have so many strong words. You didn't have nothing till you met me. Come on, kid. What will it be? Money? Girls? One particular girl. How about that, Audrey? Think it over. There must be someone you could A6 real quiet and get me some lunch. After all, Seymour, a lot of folks deserve to die. Well, wait a minute. That's not a very nice thing to say. But it's true, isn't it? No, I don't know anyone who deserves to get chopped up and fed to a hungry plant. Sure you do. Here, have a look for yourself. Hey, stupid woman! Gosh, what a scatterbrain! I'm sorry, doctor. Yeesh. In the movie, it was... I don't know. Drops the dang umbrella, gets me so... I'm clumsy, doctor. Oh, get the door open, you little tramp. I'm trying, doctor. Look at my jacket, look at my hair. Really? Get the batons. Quick, the batons. I'm out of it. What? Doctor, please. Oh! And, okay. Now, I understand that these things happen. This is the world that we live in. We live in a messed up world. And to know that this thing can happen. Look, I understand you have to show drama in a movie, in comics. But this still feels uncomfortable. And you know what? It does kind of prove that the world that, well, some folks actually do deserve to die. Well, I know that's not the lesson, but he's so nasty treating her like that. I need some blood, and his blood looks nice. And then the following afternoon, late in the following afternoon, around 6 o'clock, neat, I've been saving up all night, but I need a very long, slow root canal. I have a history of dental illness. Shut up and get in the chair. Yes, sir. So, yeah, they're doing the Bill Murray scene. I'm going to be very honest with you. As much as it was really entertaining, and Bill Murray actually took on that role because, well, Jack Nicholson couldn't do it. So he stepped in and decided to do the role himself. So the guy is trying to find someone that's sick as him. Yes, that's it. Show it to me first. That was terrific. More! And we see Seymour carrying a gun. He walks into a building and carries a gun. No one calls the cops. But that's the 60s for you. Oh, stop. Oh, goodness. Oh, don't stop now. More. Yes. I want it now. Now. Yes. What's wrong? Why do you... Get out. Yeah, shows you that the world can be sick. To be fair, I don't know if this actually does exist or not, or this was just for the movie's sake. Come on, Doc. Gosh dang sicko. Move it. I'm going. You, let me ask you, does this scare you? Yeah. Because I said get out. Would you like it if I took this thing and made straight for your blasted incisors? Oh, blasted incisors? No! It hurt, right? Right. You screamed, right? Right. Then get your butt in here. What? Hey, look, he's turning into He-Man or Fabio the dentist. Or maybe Molar! And sit down. Seymour Krillbone. We met yesterday? Hey, I don't know you. Seymour Krillbone. We met, Ooh, your mouth's a mess, kid. Let's start with that wisdom tooth. Let's rip that little bugger right out of there. What'd you say? No! Let me go! Mamma mia, let me go. Oh my gosh! What is this? That's the drill, Seymour. But it's rusty. It's an antique. They don't make instruments like these anymore. Sturdy, heavy. Oh, it's gonna be a pleasure. gonna want some gas in this one. Gas? I thought you weren't gonna use any. Oh, the gas isn't for you, Seymour. It's for me. I'm going to really enjoy this. In fact, I'm going to use my special mask. I find a little giggle gas before we begin increases my pleasure enormously. Oh boy, I'm flying, Seymour. I'm flying. I'm happy, Seymour. Yeah, pretty much he's just being doped up on drugs. Okay, time to do some more. Oh my goodness, the kid's got a gun. Oh jeez, I'm in trouble. I'm losing from the gas. I can't get the mask off. Seymour, help me. You know, it's starting to remind me of that scene of like. It reminds me of that scene from no. And then he goes, "What have I ever done to you?" It's what you did. Nothing. It's what you did to her. Her who? Oh, her. And then plunk, he's dead. So don't do drugs, kids. Presently, chop it up. What? What? Feed me. Okay. And then, well, okay, I'm going up because it shows the dialogue, and I think that would have held up a little longer. But we see Mr. Mushnik's scared face. And when he sees what goes on, why is the key to my front, can't seem to find my key to the shop front door. Then he witnesses Seymour chopping up the dead body. Krell boy. Now, the scene was kind of. The following morning, Audrey, I saw you talking to those policemen. What did they say to you?
It's Oren. They say he disappeared. They suspect foul play.
They do?
He was heavily in debt to some rubber appliances firms. His receptionist, this morning, she found the place a shambles. I can't even think of what they think.
Audrey, please don't cry. It'd be so terrible if something had happened to him.
Seymour, what a thing to say.
Well, wouldn't it?
It wouldn't be a terrible thing at all. It would be a miracle. Not to mention all the money I save on Epsom salts and Ace bandages. See? But I still feel guilty.
Okay, so I would get a little upset about this, but to be fair, people who have been in like really bad relationships, they do get to have that feeling of going like, man, I feel really guilty. There are women that actually do that when they're in abusive relationships, where like when it's not working, and they go like, oh, I feel guilty, even though I'm being abused and beaten by this guy. This thing still happens. It's pretty sad that we live in this world.
I mean, if he met some foul play or some other terrible accident of some kind, it's partly my fault. See, because I secretly wish for it.
Yeah, wishing for a word. Audrey, you shouldn't waste one more minute worrying about. Audrey, you shouldn't waste one more minute worrying about that creep.
There's a lot of nice guys would give anything to go.
Oh, sorry, that's Seymour. Whoops. There's a lot of guys would give anything to go out with you. Nice guys.
I don't deserve a nice guy, Seymour.
That's not true.
I deserve a creep like Oren Scrivello DDS. You know where I met him? In the gutter.
The gutter?
The gutter. It's a night spot. I used to work there. On my nights off, when we weren't making much money, I put on cheap and tasteless outfits and
Audrey, that's all behind you now. You got nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh, Seymour.
Well,
you're a very nice person, and I always knew you were there, underneath the brute.
Oh wait, that's Seymour. Okay, you know when you have there's studying, but still, it's a good scene. It's still a good scene. But moments later, at the elevated, Seymour returns to the flower shop. Audrey, you love her madly, don't you? You little jerk. Now, in the movie, it was Schmuck. I don't know why they would take that out, because Schmuck seems to fit more with Mr. Mushnik's character. Mr. Mushnik, you scared me. I scared him. After what I've seen, I scared him? You think I didn't know? I knew. I knew that down in the basement, your pathetic cot, you dreamed about her. I didn't know the lengths that you would go to, the depths that you would sink. What depths? What sink? What are you talking about? Little blood red dots over the linoleum Krillborn. Anaxma! He's gone. And now comes supper time. It's true, I shot him off, but I didn't kill him. Tell it to the police. Krillborn, I just want to say, it kills me to have do this to you. And it still shows. And of course, I was about to say, oh, because he always sees him like a father, because he adopted him in and thought was like a father, but no. Considering the fact of you're something of an idiot, and the man who hacked to pieces wasn't such a paragon himself, I would think you'd get yourself, you could get off in 30, 40 years. It's a shame, all things considered, all your life's work shouldn't be waiting here for you when you get out. So if you want me to take care of the plant of yours, I assume you fertilize. She needs to be fed, sir. Fed? Just potash, you know, the usual minerals and all, of course. And on Thursdays you give it water. Of course you have to clean the leaves, yes, and mostly, whatever you do, yes. And sadly, Seymour has made the biggest decision that he has to do to the man who he considers a father figure. Whatever you do, just be sure, yes, yes. And, well, Krillborn! Snap. The plant eats him. Yeah! Yeah! Crunch! It breaks it breaks his heart. Seemed to. But none of that matters right now. Because now we have people going up to him. Sign here and we'll begin booking you immediately for an exclusive story in Life magazine. All you do for his very own TV show. Sign. And all he had to do for it was sign those contracts. The money flies in. Oh boy, all the money flies in. Now I mentioned the artwork's not that good right now. It's okay-ish, but doesn't look good because he looks like because his big buck teeth are really distracting. Yet down deep, he knew Seymour's instant wealth. I really like how the leaves are turning into vines. That's actually kind of clever. No! No! I can't let this happen. This nightmare must come to an end. Taking those offers means more killings. If I sign those contracts, that means I'm willing to keep on doing bloody, awful, evil things. So yeah, this was a deleted scene in the movie, but I'm glad they brought it back into the comics, so it really does show that there is a purpose with it. He was aware that the plant's too dangerous, so if he kills it now, he doesn't care. Saying he has to destroy the horrible plant, knowing that the guilt has gone to him. However, one thing comes up. And then there's Audrey, lovely Audrey, in life we're tawdry and impoverished as before. She might not want me, she might not love me. Without my plan, she would not love me anymore. And yeesh, those teeth on him still look awful. And so, where do I sign? Right on the line. That's it, right at the bottom of paragraph 9. Your new TV show is a guaranteed hit. Then, late one afternoon, please, let me through. Hey, you, get back. And look, NBC. You know, I wonder if they do play this film on NBC because, well, it has NBC on there, so I bet you they do. Can't you see they're filming? What? Ooh, hey, what's the matter with you, huh? Well, to Seymour, he probably deserves it after how he feels of what he's just done to people to Mr. Mushnik, and, well, he's pretty happy with what happened to Oren, but still feels guilty for what's happened. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, look at here. It's those girls from the movie. They're now working at SPAC for singers of for our music video, probably? I don't know why, but it's nice to see that they're being used here instead of being thrown out. I should have mentioned about something that the plant's getting a little bigger, but still not good.
Who's the best one of all? Who? Audrey II.
Who makes something sing so cute? Oh my gosh, cut. What the heck's going on? What happened to the dang greenery? And the plant, we see that the plant must have given up. You know, I would someone. It just needs to be fed, so feed it. I can't, not now. Then I'll feed it. Where do you keep the plant food? It doesn't eat plant food. I can't feed it now. Leave it alone, will ya? Why don't you leave?
Seymour, you're hysterical.
Shh. I know. And then she slaps him, Bruce Wayne style. Yeah, it reminds me of that funny meme about Batman slapping Robin. I'm sorry.
Seymour.
Okay, guys, pack it up. We're not shooting the film here.
And now, time for some Toy Story shorts.
Presently, what am I gonna do?
You willed it before, and you always brought it back to life somehow. Seymour, I think running this place all by yourself is too much for you. When did Mr. Mushnik say he'd get back?
Huh? Oh yeah, he didn't tell her. Actually, this would be a great time to go, hey, the plant ate Mr. Mushnik. I just realized the plant ate Mr. Mushnik. So maybe it's a good idea that no one would be there. But no, instead, he makes up the big lie that says, in the note you told me he left you, the one he said he was going to his sister's house in Czechoslovakia. He could be gone for a very long time. Audrey, could I ask you something? Anything. Suppose there was never been an Audrey II, and I was again a nobody. And of course, and we see a tear flowing down from his face. And I don't know, but again, his big buck teeth. I understand he's supposed to be a dork, and I know he's not totally looks like Rick Moranis, but looks so awful. Artwork's okay-ish, but it only comes to when it comes to these details, they look awful. He looks like he could be a villain on Ninja Turtles. But again, she tells him she would still love him, still like him, because even if he wasn't poor. She was always happy, and he wanted to give her everything that he wanted. Because all she wanted. Saying that they should move to Alaska. There's no plants there. Yeah, there are. There's trees. Have you seen the Alaska bush people? Then will you marry me? Sure. You will? Sure. She said sure twice. I think she means yes. How about tonight? And of course, they're happy, and it looks like he took off his glasses. How about tonight?
Oh, sure. Great. See you I'll pick you up in an hour, and we'll go to City Hall.
I think she would want to have like a normal wedding, but, I guess it's faster that way. Feed me! No, under no circumstance. Feed me! I will not, so stop asking. Feed me. No, no more. I cannot take living with the guilt. Tough nuggies. Yeah, I think we can already understand where that change came from. I mean it. I'll cut the bull and bring on the meat. Okay, I'll bring you meat. I'll run to the corner and pick you up some nice ground round. How about that? Don't do me no favors. Look, it's my best offer, yes or no. You sure do drive a hard bargain. Great, fine. Done. And don't think about getting dessert. And then they kept the part about in the scene where he grabs the quarter to call Audrey, which is really funny and pretty weird. Which is really fun, kind of shows the plant, like, puppetry. And you gotta remember, it wasn't CG'd, so it was pretty awesome. So then, after completed dialing an entire phone number, and I'm kind of curious how he already knew Audrey's phone number. She's wearing this little white dress, and I guess that's supposed to be it.
Hello?
Hello, little lady.
Who is this?
You're looking cute as can be.
Is it someone I know?
You're looking mighty sweet.
Seymour?
And, oh my goodness, I think she's one of those vampire people from that Dr. Sleep movie. Oops, spoilers. No, it ain't Seymour, it's me.
Oh my gosh.
And realizing, holy crap, a plant is talking to her. In the meantime,
Look. I don't believe it.
believe it, baby, eat dogs.
Am I dreaming this?
No, you ain't in Kansas neither. I need me some water in the worst way. Look at my branches. I'm drying up. Come on and give me a drink.
I don't know if I should.
Hey, little lady, be nice.
Your leaves are dry, poor thing.
Sure do. Help me or I'm a gonna, honey.
I'll get the can. Here you go.
And that was a really bad mistake. Because it's supper time. Relax, doll, it'll be easier. Come on, join your dentist friend in Mushnik. They're right inside.
No, please.
But who will save her? I wish. Instead, we turn the page to find out Seymour finally comes into the rescue, saving her from the plant. But will he save her in time? He's finally getting her out. Then moments later, in the alleyway behind the flower shop, Audrey, are you alright?
Yes. No.
I'm so sorry, Audrey. I never meant to hurt anybody. But somehow that plant made terrible things happen. I guess I should have stopped when I found out what it lived on. But it seemed so cute and harmless. And then we started making money and... Yeah, no, I should also bring up something. Just like the movie, there was an original ending. So we turn the page, but this isn't part of the comic page turning, so this is just showing you the concept. So here's what happened. This was the original storyline that they made. It's in black and white, so yeah. So here's what happened. But not to you, never to you.
But I want you to, Seymour. What? When I die, it should be very shortly.
That's a little funny, but also sad. That all that she wants for him is to have success. So, if she's in the planet, then she's part of the planet, and so they'll always be together. Realizing that he has to now give up Audrey, the planet, now that the planet got what he wants, he climbs up to the highest roof by a nearby rooftop, so that he can jump off and kill himself. Yes, this actually happened in the movie too. I do have the movie to prove it, and yes. So anyway, Patrick Martin comes in, telling Mr. Krellborn, well, he has a new planet that he actually took a clip from snipping from Audrey II and grown these little Audrey IIs. And pretty soon everyone can have one in every household in America. And when Seymour puts two to two together, he finds out that, realizing that Audrey II is planning on taking the world over. So Seymour tries to shoot it. I am bad. Yes, you are. You fiend, you ate the only thing I ever loved. Now this is where the song Mean Green Mother from Outer Space comes in, but no, it doesn't seem. So, Audrey II decides to eat Seymour, ripping out the glasses. Again, now the reasoning that the movie changed its original ending to the new theatrical ending is because this one actually made people very upset that it had a very sad ending. So it was changed to a happy ending. They did the same thing with the comic, so I don't know if they would ever do another if they actually re-release this comic and they do put this one up in there. However, they would end up having to do like the put these in colors and and see if they can actually do that. Well, yeah, that scene with the Audrey IIs running around is pretty awesome, and it is on my movie because it's the original ending only. I wish to find the theatrical ending again because that was actually more entertaining. And it does the same thing in the movie, where it zooms in on Audrey II's mouth, saying "the end."
Game over, yeah!
Anyway, back to our real story, and you started to like me, and well, sure.
Seymour, do you really think I like you because of that?
Well, sure. Why else would anybody like me?
Seymour, I liked you from the first day I worked here. From the minute I saw you in those funny glasses and a little hat, or even if you were nothing of a lesser success.
She'd always still love him, because he was always very kind to her. And then again, we get reintroduced to Patrick Martin again, who wants to sell Audrey IIs around. Picture this. We take leaf cuttings, develop little Audrey IIs, and sell them across floors. Okay, so this is like before they make them, so really that's kind of a good choice, as he's already done the clippings in the original. Well, realizing that with the right advertising, this could be bigger than hula hoops. No! No! Get out! Get away! My goodness, that artwork still looks bad. What do you mean? Are you crazy?
Seymour, what are you doing?
You heard him, Audrey. Audrey II's in every house in America. It's got to be stopped. I've got to end this nightmare once and for all.
Wait, no, I'm coming with you.
No, it's me that's got us into this. It's between me and the vegetable. Why does he call him a vegetable? He's not a vegetable. He's a plant. I don't get it. Someone in the comments tell me about this. I don't get it. You're talking about world conquest. You got it over my dead body. Face it, Seymour. And again, oh boy. Look, okay, I'm not trying to complain about this will be my last time complaining about the artwork. But oh my goodness, this artwork is just not that good. Oh boy. Then suddenly, all of a sudden, electrical wires and the whole building falls down. Seymour grabs the wire and zaps the plant, electrocuting the plant. No! And it blows up. But will Seymour survive? Turn the page to find out.
Seymour? Oh, Seymour!
And so our comic ends with, well, Seymour and Audrey being together once again, realizing they are a true love couple. And so I love you, Audrey.
And I love you, Seymour.
Surprised about the no plants thing. The door is slammed. We hear a little laugh. Another Audrey II. Is this really the end?
And that was Little Shop of Horrors, the official comic book adaptation. How was it? It was okay. The artwork can be a little bit off-putting a little bit, in my opinion. Like, I was getting distracted with the bad artwork, but I understand it was still a good story. It did adapt most of the stuff that was in there, even taking some of the deleted stuff. We even got to see a few of the unused stuff. It's pretty nice. Other than that, I do recommend it as a great film. Has some great music, and overall, I thought it was okay. So thank you all for trying to put up with me and this very, very long review. Yeah, didn't realize it can be that long, huh? Well, don't worry. I'll try to be better next time if I ever do another comic book review. So but remember, this is a big one-shot comic, so there's a little bit of a difficulty there. I do challenge Linkara from Atop the Fourth Wall, and I do challenge Comic Crash to review this same comic and see what their point of view is. Like, if they have seen the movie, if they haven't seen the movie, they should go see it before reading the book, because I think it does kind of help out with seeing this. So, Thank you all for watching. Hope you like, comment, and hopefully subscribe. Happy trails.